Hello, welcome once again to our channel. In today's video, we'll take you through the use of the tools in Photoshop. So when you open your Photoshop app on your PC, this is how the interface be like. So here we have the move tool. So I will start from the move tool. In the move tool, we use to select layers or items on our workspace. So if you want to select layer, it is the move tool that you use to select. So anywhere you want to carry the media or the layer to, you just use the move tool, then you drag it around. So that is the work of the move tool. You can also use to enlarge or reduce the size of your layer. So if you want to minimize or maximize the size of a layer, you use the move tool. So when you are enlarging the size, make sure you drag it from the corners, not the side. If you do it that way, it won't enlarge it well and the resolution too won't be clear. So if you want the text resolution or the image resolution to be cleared, you have to enlarge it from the corner. So anytime you are enlarging your image, you just hold the edges. So you hold the corner of the layer, then you drag to enlarge and you are good to go. So that is the work of the move tool. So right now we are moving to the use of the cutting tools. So for the cutting tools, you click on, we have the elliptical marking tool. So when you right click on it, you see the other options over there. So we have the rectangular marking tool, we have the optical marking tool, we have the single row marking tool and the single column marking tool. So in this video, it's not all the tools that I'm going to teach you. So I'll just teach you the basis one. It's not all the tools that you need to create flyer. So it's the most important one that I will take you through. So I won't go by each tool. So I'll just take you through the most relevant one, the one that you need most when designing a flyer. So that's what I will actually take you through. So I'm starting from the rectangular marking tool. So for the rectangular marking tool, you use it to crop an image. It's used for cutting an image or a layer in a rectangular shape or a square shape. So if you want to cut a layer, first right click on the layer, then make sure it is rasterized. So here the layer has been rasterized. If you don't rasterize it, you won't be able to make editing on that. Then after that, you use the move tool. So after using the rectangular marking tool to crop the image, to select the image rather, you use the move tool to move it around. So that's how it be like. If you want to delete it, you just click on the backspace button and it will delete it. So that's how it goes. That's the work of the rectangular marking tool. So we are moving on to the use of the elliptical marking tool. So as I was saying, you just right click on the layer, the tool, and you see the other options over there. So for the rectangular, the elliptical marking tool is used to cut a sphere or a circle. So it's mostly used to cut logos. So I'm just going to import this logo. So this round logo, if you want to cut the logo, it is the elliptical marking tool that you use. So first I will unlock this layer. So to unlock it, you just come to the layer, you double click on it, then you click on OK. So here, if since this one is a perfect circle, the logo is a perfect circle, you hold on the shift key, then you drag to select it. So here it hasn't selected, so I'll use the arrow tools, the arrow keys rather, to move the selection down. So I'm done selecting the circle. So the next thing that I will do is to go to select. Since I want to remove the background of this logo, I'll go to select, then click on inverse, then click on backspace, and it will delete the white background, and it will left with the round logo. That's how it be. So I'll click on backspace to delete it. So first you just select it, then you go to select, you select inverse. The inverse, it means it's going to delete the inverse of what you have selected, and that's what the select inverse means. So I'm done for the use of the elliptical marking tool. So I'm moving on to the other ones. So for the vertical and the horizontal, so this one is the horizontal. So that one you use to cut a layer, but this one, the size is tiny, so unless you zoom in your work, so yeah, you could see it has cut, but you can't see it unless you zoom in. So when you zoom in your work, you will see it clearly. And to zoom in your work, you click on the control key and the plus. Control plus, that's what we use to zoom in work. If you want to zoom out, control minus. So that's how it goes like. So here, when I zoom in the work, you could see that this part has been deleted. So that's how it be like. So if you don't zoom it, you won't see it clearly. So that's the work of the horizontal. Then the vertical, the single column marking tool. So the single row marking tool, that's how it does. And the single column tool, it cuts it vertically, just like the single row. So that's how it goes. So that one too, before you can see it, you have to zoom in your work. Then you drag. So here you could see it has cut it vertically. So that's how it goes. So I'm moving on to a different tool. So the next tool that I'm going to teach you is so when you right click on this tool, the polygonal lasso tool, you will see lasso tool over there, magnetic lasso tool, then lasso tool. So for the lasso tool, what it does, they are all cutting tools. So all these three tools that you are seeing over there are cutting tools. So we use them to remove background of a picture. So for the lasso tool, you just drag around the image that you want to remove the background, then it will do the selection for you. But this one is quite complex to use this tool. So normally it's the pen tool and the polygonal lasso tool that I use to remove the background of a picture. So if you want to remove a background of a picture, is these tools that we use in Photoshop. Even though there is a short way of removing a background of a picture, but it won't give you a good resolution, just like you taking your time to use the pen tool and the polygonal lasso tool. It's more like you using the remove VG in Chrome. That one, it will remove it for you in a faster way. But if you are doing a professional flyer and you use that website to remove the background of a picture, it won't give you a good resolution and your flyer too won't look attractive. So if you want your flyer to look attractive or look professional, you have to use these cutting tools, the polygonal or the pen tool. So it's those tools that we use to remove a background of a picture, but since it will give you good resolution, um, it's quite complex to use it, but as time goes on, if you keep on practicing, you adjust to that, so it will become easier to you. So it's just a matter of you having patience, then learn how to use those tools. It will really help you for using those tools. If you go by the shortcut, you won't, even though the background of the picture or the image that you are using, removing, you can do it, but it won't give you good resolution, as I was saying. So if you want to do a professional flyer, this is the kind of tools that I recommend to you to use. So for the polygonal lasso tool, this is what it does. So this one, you just cut it bit by bit, then after that you double click on it, then it will cut. It will automatically, in the end of the cutting, will link to the beginning of it, then it will make the selection, then you cut. And this one, you have to cut it bit by bit. If you try to select the whole of the picture and you mistakenly double click, it will do a straight selection for you, and it will select the part that you are not interested to cut. It will spoil your cutting, and you have to start everything afresh. So I'm doing a similar thing for you to see how it goes. So imagine I'm selecting this and mistakenly I just double click on it. You see where it cuts, and this one, the moment you do the selection for you, you can't undo it. You can't undo your work. So the only thing that you can do is to start from the beginning. So it's better you cut it bit by bit than rather selecting the whole image, then do the cutting. That one, it won't help you, because any little mistake that you make, it will automatically do cross selection for you, and it will cut the part that you are not interested to cut. So that's how it goes. So that's the work of the polygonal lasso tool. So as I was saying, if you want to do a proper flyer or professional flyer, this is the kind of tool that I'll recommend for you to use. So this one will give you a perfect resolution, provided the image of your picture has a good resolution. It will give you an accurate listing for you. So you can also use the lasso tool to do selection as well. So that one, you just drag around the image, then do the cutting. So that's how it works. So all these three tools that I'm showing to you over here are for removing or for cutting layers. So you can use them to remove background of an image or cut any layer that you want to cut. So that's the work of these cutting tools. So another thing that you have to take note is, whenever you are doing the cutting, make sure you zoom in your work, and make sure you zoom it to cut the images well, and make sure you zoom in your work. And so after zooming in and you are about to do the cutting, you just zoom out so that you're able to link the end of the cutting to the beginning of where the beginning of the cutting where you started from. So make sure you zoom in your work. So another cutting tool that I'm going to show you is the pen tool. So if you are finding it difficult to use any of these tools, the pen tool is there, so you can use the pen tool to do your cutting. So this is the pen tool, and as I was saying, anytime you are doing the cutting, make sure you zoom in your work, and so you zoom it to do a proper cutting. So you zoom it, then you cut it bit by bit. And one advantage of the pen tool is this one is not like the marking tool that when you do a mistake you need to start everything afresh. This one, the moment you make a mistake, you can undo your work, and you know the undo key, Control Z. So you just click on Control Z to undo your work, and you start from where you got to. So that's how the pen tool does. This one is not like the polygonal tool that you have to start everything afresh. So that's one advantage of the pen tool. So this one too, you just click on it, then you right click, then you click on select. So you right click on it to make selection. So you click on make selection, then you click on OK. So that's the use of the pen tool. Then after that, so here you could see it has it's already in select invert. So I'll click on select, then click on inverse, then it will delete it. So that's how it goes. So for the pen tool, that one, after you are done making the selection, you go to select, then you select inverse, and it will automatically delete the selected area. So that's how it works. So I'll do another one for you to see. Just like the way I did it. So here you have to link it to the starting point, then you right click on it, then you click on make selection, then you click on OK, and it will do the selection for you. And after that, you go to select, then you click on inverse, then you click on backspace, and it will delete the selected area. So that's the work of the pen tool.